Introducing?
Go ahead.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to Hearing Things with Julie and Brad. Today we are going to talk about something that is necessary for our survival in understanding how the world works, but as effective as it is and necessary, it also has its pitfalls. And Brad will introduce the topic because I've forgotten what it is.
We are talking
lip reading, right?
Lip reading.
Okay, I was on the right track.
More commonly now it's called speech reading because it's more than just the lips. However, that said, we usually have to look at someone's lips in order to get the shape of the word. It helps us out, right? It's with hearing loss, it's more about all the little tricks you can do to help yourself have a better communication, right? It's not about just hearing or just about reading lips or guessing. It's a whole host of things. And so,
even with that, all these things we're doing still does not equate 100% accuracy.
Oh, no.
So no matter what, and I just want to make that very clear for people, no matter what we're doing, putting hearing aids on, speech reading, watching facial expressions, nonverbal cues, we're not cumulatively ending up having 100% accurate hearing. Not like putting on glasses. Nothing is being corrected. These are all survival tactics to give yourself the best possible shot at understanding what's being said, and even with that, understanding the fact that it's not going to be completely accurate or reliable for that matter.
So I think eye contact is very important too, right? It's like that way you know when someone's talking to you. I always have that problem, is someone starts talking before they get my attention. And so making that eye contact is a good way to say, hey, I am now talking to you.
Right.
And it does come with it's part of speech reading too, right? That's why it's more than just lip reading. With speech reading, like furrowed brow or something, that can give us a clue that we said something wrong or said something that somebody else wasn't expecting. And so maintaining the eye contact is a way to see that part of the face is very, very important. And then there's the active listening part, right? It's we're constantly having to actively listen. It's not a passive...
Can you give an example of what that means for people that don't know what active listening means? Actually, I'm probably doing it right now.
You are.
I'm turning towards you. I'm looking at you. I'm getting your attention. I'm watching all your facial expressions, right? Is anything else goes into active listening beyond that? Is
the
that
effort,
much it?
right? I mean, the active part of the active listening is when someone is speaking, I'm focusing on that person and reaching out. I think that's the best way to put it, is I reach out to grab the words. I don't let the words come to me. And so it takes effort on our part. It's not something we can just kind of sit back and casually
you're right. So there's no opportunity ever where I can just sit on a couch and just enjoy the conversation for the sake of the conversation. Right. And that's why we are so tired at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I need a nap almost every day when I come home from school. I just can't even keep my eyes open because I've been actively listening all day to kids. And on top of that, doing the, dog and pony show that comes to teaching every 45 minutes when you switch subjects. So it is exhausting.
The active listening is kind of like the cumulative effect of everything we're talking about, is speech reading, lip reading, maintaining eye contact, focusing on what the other person is saying. And enunciation is important too, right? We were actually talking about this morning. Is pre-coffee, it's harder for us to talk because our voices aren't warmed up. If you notice, when you first wake up, your voice is a little more croaky, right? Because I don't know exactly what the physiological effects are, but it's definitely something that happens. When you first wake up, your voice doesn't work as well as it does during the day. And so enunciation is very important. We've been saying, what, huh, to each other all morning.
Okay.
Because she hasn't finished her coffee yet.
Yeah. And when you're not quite awake, your fine motor skills aren't what they are during the day. So my articulation was...
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But mine was
saying
too.
What? And he's looking at me and I'm like... I just said to him before we started, I said, are we losing more of our hearing? Did we lose our hearing overnight? What's going on? And then we realized, no, we're still waking up. Yeah. We're still trying to communicate with each other without necessarily clear articulation because your energy isn't up and going for the day. The froggy voice, which is probably something as simple as dehydration, but we think it might be some
maybe
giant scientific explanation. Maybe it is. Anybody know?
Yeah.
Let us know. If you know why your voice sounds weird in the morning, drop a comment. We'd love to hear it.
Please do. Yeah.
What else about lip reading?
Speech reading,
whatever the terms
enunciation.
are now. They keep changing the terms on me. Like
They do. I mean,
Enough.
it's fine tuning.
Enough.
It's fine tuning, though. I can appreciate the speech reading from lip reading because it is more. It's more than just it's more than like our body postures, or like I was saying, our eyes and stuff like that. So it's more accurate. But yeah, it gets kind of tiring when they keep changing the names of
I'm
things.
sticking with lip reading, and I'm hearing impaired.
Hearing
That's
impaired.
it.
You're a
I'm
hearing
keeping
impaired lip reader.
The terms from 1977. Everybody, leave me alone. I'm going vintage with my terminology.
It's fine.
That's it. Everybody else could be hard of hearing, whatever else you want, and handy capable, and differently abled, and whatever you take it. I'm hard of hearing, disabled. No, I'm not hard of hearing. I lied. I'm hearing impaired, disabled, and I lip read. Goddammit, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, those last two kind of.
Julie's waking up now. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, those last ones are awful. I mean,
it's euphemisms,
it's
right?
euphemism, and you're just, for God's sakes, we've done a whole thing on the term disabled already. I mean,
words are important, right? I mean, it depends on what you feel comfortable with and where they came from, right? We did that whole episode on dumb, which has to do with like intelligence. But hearing related to intelligence. So terms are important, and so I think for you, I mean, that's where you came from, right? So that's what you're comfortable with. That's what fits you, is the hearing impaired lip reader.
Right. I mean, I'm Italian, right? I'm not all of a sudden going to be, Bella of the Mediterranean. Like, oh, what's your heritage? I'm the Bella of the Mediterranean. Come on. The word is the word is the word. Enough. That's a whole other show. We can debate that later. I'm waking up, people.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
She's going.
All right.
She's going.
Switch to books. Anything else you want to say? I have a question.
Yeah,
I have
sure.
a question for
All
you.
right, all right, shoot.
Did you have to go through speech therapy as a kid?
No, because I had enough hearing. I think you had less. You have less hearing
I did.
than I do.
I did.
And so I didn't have to do it. Thank God. I mean, I've read what you've written, and it's barbaric.
Brutal. I think that would be a great show to do. I can talk about my experience with speech reading.
Speech reading or speech
Lip reading,
therapy.
Speech therapy.
Well, that's not
An
even...
awful woman in the boiler room. I mean...
Sounds like a horror movie, that awful woman in the boiler room. The speech therapist. But not to disparage speech therapists today. I'm sure things have changed since 1980, whatever.
I hope you're watching this.
That'd be great.
If she's still alive. She's probably 106 by now. She was old, but I knew her. Anyway,
yes.
That's a show. I think that would be a great show. So I can talk about what that was like.
I know. I think I
because there was lip reading involved in that therapy.
Not that blog that you sent me.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, eventually lip reading was brought into that, but a lot of it was me sitting with my back to her, working on oral training.
I don't understand
and it just makes me think what other strategies should have been taught. Right. But at the time, that was the philosophy. And I'm rambling right now, but
that's okay.
It does tie back into the topic tangentially.
Right. So lip reading or speech reading...
So how did you learn lip reading and speech reading?
Just survival instincts, right? It's just something I do instinctively. So... I think I've mentioned this before. When my father got his cochlear implants, they told him not to lip read because it would make it harder for his brain to hear the way the cochlear implants can deliver. So lip reading is such a fraught topic, even the term. You're
going to put on a sleep mask and walk around all day and not look at anybody? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It was weird, but I don't like that. Why not use all the tools available to you to be able to hear better? So that's. You know what I'd love to do? If there's any speech therapists out there, please let us know. I would love to hear like what goes on speech therapy now. And Julie could talk about her experience some odd years ago and see how it's changed, because all industries change, all fields change, right? And so I'm willing to bet speech therapists don't have somebody sit with their back to them.
I'm curious. I mean, I work in an elementary school, and I've known many wonderful speech therapists, but none of them I know of have worked with kids with hearing loss that I'm aware of in my time working with them.
Oh, interesting.
So that's a whole different approach than a kid that's having difficulty with articulation.
Yeah.
Or as I say in Boston, the articulation.
Articulation.
Both of us probably need speech therapy now as adults, but we speak with the regional dialect here. Some of us worse than others.
So what are they speech therapists for? Are they for is it speech impediments? Is that what it's for?
It's a whole range of things. Processing language, receptive language, expressive language, all of it. It's great. But specifically for people with hearing loss, kids with hearing loss, what are those therapies now?
Mm-hmm. They have to be very specific.
Another
right?
show. Let's find a speech therapist.
Yeah,
Anybody
please
else
let us
want to come
know.
talk to us? Let us know.
All right, so this one kind of went all over. It went down the tubes.
It went down the tubes, but we also threw out a lot of controversy at the same time. So there's a lot. If you paid attention this far, if you keep watching right now, if you're still with us, we talked about terminology. We talked about speech versus lip reading. We talked about speech therapy strategies. Contribute. Drop us a line.
Please let us know.
Comment below.
We want this to be a conversation.
Tell us.
Not just listen to Julie rant.
A whole bunch at you. So let's hear it.
Right. Yeah.
Let's hear it. Okay.
She's waking up. Look out, people. Look
Here
out. The world is in danger now.
All right, you want to switch to books?
Sure, let's do books.
I'll go first, and
Sure.
I cannot remember the author, but I think you know it.
I do.
I'm reading. Well, I'm doing an Audible book this time for fun.
Very interesting.
Yeah, because I'm driving around a lot, so I'm like, let me switch from podcast to an Audible book. And right now, currently in the state of Massachusetts, at the time of recording this, Danvers Public Schools is teaching this book to their middle school students as part of their middle school curriculum. I want to say 7th grade curriculum, maybe 7th or 8th. And it's extremely controversial. Mm-hmm. And it's called All American Boys. And it's basically about police brutality and kind of the race division of race lines for high school students that are involved in this situation where a young man was innocently knocked over at a convenience store, and it was perceived differently by the store owner and the cop that was in the area, and it ended up in a very brutal situation of a police brutality situation. And then a classmate of that black student, this white student, saw the whole thing happen. And it's the two perspectives, and it's really quite good. And it's a young adult book, but I think everybody should read it, and it really brings a lot of perspectives and views, and really makes you think.
Absolutely, it was
about
a great
very
book.
Serious issue.
Yeah,
that's been ongoing in this country for centuries.
Yeah, the author is Jason Reynolds,
Thank you.
He does a lot of good books like that. He approaches these really tough topics for young adults, because you need to learn about this when you're a young age, especially if you're African American in this country, because there's a long history of it. So it's not like opinion. He's drawing on fact, because he himself is an African American, and so it's a fantastic book. And I'm not surprised, unfortunately, that there's controversy around it. But I mean, that's what makes these books great. Is like, this is a tough topic,
it's an uncomfortable conversation.
Exactly.
It's an uncomfortable read.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
uncomfortable for me to even talk about it.
Yep.
Here, I mean, it's excellent though. Highly recommend.
It was a great book. Yeah, I second that. So mine's a different topic.
Yours is the fun one. This is fun.
So mine is Words from Hell by Jess Zafarris. And so it's etymology about like swear words and bodily functions and stuff like that.
It's amazing.
So it's fun.
It's amazing.
It's fun because the etymology of the words makes sense in a squeamish sort of way. So it's fantastic. Just a series of, it's like a dictionary essentially, with like introduction for each chapter. She's hilarious. It's great. It's a great read when you're looking for something like, I don't want to say light, but you can pick it up and put it down, because it's basically just lists of words and where the words came from. And
it's organized in such a way that you can bounce around to where your interests are, so you don't necessarily have to read it start to finish. I looked at it a little bit last night. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
It's well worth it for sure.
Yeah. So that's
All
it.
Right, well, there you go.
All right.
Lots to process. And
yeah.
That's that.
That's it. Okay, we're leaving. Bye, guys.